This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the best way to make an amazing website. I've been using Apple's $59 Magsafe Wallet almost every single day since it came out, but I've realized that we've never done a review or even a dedicated video on it, and I've actually changed my mind about it since I've last commented on it in a video. So let's go ahead and talk about if you should spend 59 of your hard-earned dollars on it, or if you should buy one of the much cheaper third-party options like this one, which you can buy on Amazon for as low as $10 with Prime shipping, or possibly a nicer one like the Moft wallet, which I'll link to down in the description, or just stick with the wallet that you already have. Let me quickly start out with the announcement of MagSafe and my initial thoughts. Almost no one was expecting Apple to stuff their iPhone 12s with a ring of magnets that fix probably the biggest problem with wireless charging. When Apple showed it off, both Vadim and I were instantly intrigued by this new tech. We both love wireless charging and use it daily, but those mornings when I woke up to a dead phone because I didn't align my phone perfectly were extremely annoying, and of course the slow charging speeds also suck if you want to top off your phone during the day. Vadim did a deep dive into MagSafe after the announcement, calling it Apple's master plan. To be honest, I was nowhere near as optimistic about it, but after 4 months, I have to say that I now completely agree with basically everything he said. You should definitely check out that video after this one. Getting back to the wallet, I was skeptical about it. Actually, probably more than that. I thought it was a dumb idea. Now sure, for cases, having MagSafe that will hold your case on without having a super tight fit required is great, and the same thing for aligning chargers, but a super slim wallet that can barely hold any cards seemed dumb. And then I saw the $59 price tag. Was Apple crazy? Well, maybe they were, or maybe I am, because of course I did order one. To be even more honest, after receiving it and opening up the box for the first time, I was almost sure that I was going to return it for a number of reasons. First off, I already had a slim wallet that held 4 cards and a bit of cash. This only held 3 cards and no cash, but at the same time, the 3 cards barely fit inside of it, and it was literally frustrating every time I needed to get one of my cards out. And lastly, the magnet was quite a bit weaker than I expected. When I first started putting it into my pocket, I would have issues with the wallet twisting off and at times falling off, and after the first day or two, just like many others online, I pretty much wrote the wallet off as a complete failure from Apple that they would either have to fix or discontinue. So why is it that 4 months later, I am still using the wallet? Well, my journey to loving this wallet was quite interesting, and I'll explain why right after a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Squarespace. If you've been thinking about making your own website, now is the perfect time, and Squarespace is seriously the best way to go. You can build a great looking website like we did with literally no web making experience. It doesn't matter if you want a portfolio, a blog, e-commerce, or anything else, you just choose a template and you customize blocks of text and images. It's incredibly simple, it's affordable, and ours have been running flawlessly for years now, bringing in lots of traffic thanks to its built-in SEO tools. Start your free 2-week trial with no credit card required by going to squarespace.com/maxtech or use our custom link down below, and when you're ready to launch, you will save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. My first week or so with the wallet was quite frustrating, and I still planned on returning it, but I was slowly starting to get used to handling it in a way that kept the wallet on the back of my phone. I started to put the phone into my pocket differently, making sure to pull the pocket open with a finger before I let the phone drop in, and if you wear loose pants, it's not really as bad, but with tighter ones, especially ones that you have to kind of force the phone down, you definitely have to be very careful. Pulling the phone out is a little bit more tricky, as you kind of need to hold the wallet slightly when you pull your phone out, especially with larger phones, or else the wallet can twist and stay in your pocket, but that's more of an annoyance, not really a risky issue being able to lose it. Then comes the issue of pulling cards out of the tight wallet. If you have 2 cards in there, you're fine, but with 3, I found that you need to place 1 card that has punched out numbers inward so that you can grip them when taking your cards out. So with all of these issues and annoyances, why would I still recommend buying one of these? Well, once you get used to its intricacies, it starts to become very convenient. But before it got better, it got even worse. A few weeks after the 12 Pro was released, I switched over to the new 12 Pro Max and I brought the wallet over as well. This is where the frustration went to a whole nother level, and this is the one phone that I probably wouldn't highly recommend this wallet for, even though I'm still using it daily. The magnets are the same exact strength as in all of the other 12, so you wouldn't think that they would be any different, but the MagSafe wallet comes off of the 12 Pro Max way easier than the rest of the iPhones. At first, I thought there was something wrong with my Max, but other MagSafe accessories had no issues, so it's definitely the combo of the two. After a bit, I figured out that there are two reasons why it sucks with the Max. The first reason is that it has a matte texture on the back of the phone. Because of this, the kind of slick texture of the wallet slides fairly easily, much more so than with the regular 12, which has a glossy back. Of course, the standard 12 Pro also has a matte back, but it stays on that phone much better, and that's because of how much space there is between the edge of the frame and where the wallet sits on the Max. Because of this, your finger or really anything else can be in that space, and then if it slightly bumps or pushes against the wallet, that just causes it to very easily spin. And as soon as it spins, the bottom strips of MagSafe unalign, and then it is much easier for the wallet to pop off, and this happens way too often. I was starting to get quite annoyed with it, and then came time to test out the iPhone 12 mini, and I absolutely fell in love with the wallet. Combining the glossy back of the phone with the size, which fits the wallet perfectly, resulted in the wallet literally not moving at all. It became a whole nother experience with me not having to worry about the wallet, and it made the phone a lot more comfortable as well, filling in the gap between my hand and the back of the phone. I would keep it on most of the time, and when I didn't need my wallet, I would pop it off and leave it in my other pocket, giving me the best flexibility between having my phone and wallet in one package and having a super slim wallet that isn't noticeable in my pants or jacket pocket when I don't need it together. So if you have a standard iPhone 12 or especially an iPhone 12 mini and you're considering buying an Apple Wallet, I would highly recommend it. And if you have a 12 Pro, the experience is still fairly good. But with that said, what if you're like me and you have a 12 Pro Max? Well, it really depends on three things. The first is why you want to buy one. If you want to keep it on your phone at all times, I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you're really careful with your phone because of how easily it can pop off. I think that you're probably better off with a case that can hold credit cards. The second reason to buy it is a much bigger deal, and that's if you want to hold cards on there often, but you also want to use MagSafe chargers and stands. In that scenario, it is so much easier to pop off a wallet than a case when you want to use a vent mount or a charger like I do, which I have been absolutely loving MagSafe for. The third reason might seem dumb, but stay with me and let me know in the comments if you're like me and you have a hard time keeping your wallet slim. I've been struggling with this for years, where I keep adding more and more cards, receipts, and other stuff into my wallet until it is massive, and then my jeans end up getting marks on them from having such a huge wallet there. I tried to break this annoying habit by getting myself a slim wallet, and it definitely helped, but I still kept adding more cards and junk into it, and I ended up stretching it out, and then I kept having to offload stuff from it every once in a while when it got too big. When I went back to the 12 Pro Max from the Mini, I ended up ditching the wallet for a few days and using my slim one again, but I found that I missed having such a minimalist wallet for multiple reasons. Of course, it stayed slim because I only had my necessities in there like my ID and a few cards, and I used Apple Pay for the rest, and I also missed having it on the back of the 12 Pro Max because of how much extra grip it adds when you're holding the phone. It's almost like having a case that doesn't make your phone any wider since it adds some grip, and it also allows the phone to sit flat when I set it down so I don't risk scratching the back or the lenses, and it doesn't wobble from the camera bump. With that, I can easily take it off whenever I want a slimmer phone or to charge, and like I said, my wallet stays nice and thin all the time. So even though it works by far the worst on the 12 Pro Max, after getting used to taking it out and putting it into my pocket carefully and being cautious about how easily it can twist off, it's definitely one of my favorite accessories for the iPhone 12, and I think that judging by the huge amount of stellar reviews on Amazon, most people would agree with me that even though it's priced ridiculously high at $59, if you can forget about the price, it's worth it. So what about if you want a slim minimalist wallet for your 12, but you don't want to spend that much money? Should you buy a third-party wallet, one that looks basically the same minus the Apple logo, but costs 1/6 of the price like this one? No, definitely don't. We reviewed this one in our top 10 MagSafe accessories video, and even though it was cheap, it has multiple issues. The first one is that it is fake leather and it's even more slippery on the back of your phone, and it only fits 2 cards inside. With that, if you thought Apple's MagSafe magnets were too weak, this one is probably only about 1/3 of the strength, and it comes off even off of the iPhone 12 very easily, where the actual genuine Apple Wallet basically doesn't move at all. I personally think that it's not even worth $10. Now, of course, we do have more options out there, more expensive ones like the Moft wallet, but I haven't personally tried that one out. There's also more coming out soon, so if you want me to do a wallet comparison, hit that like button and leave a comment down below. If we have enough interest, I'll order a variety of them and test them out and make a video for you guys. So overall, if you guys are looking to ditch your wallet and you want the convenience and benefit of having it being able to stick to your phone, I would say go for it. And actually, I would suggest ordering one from Amazon so you get a 30-day return policy with no questions asked, just in case you don't end up liking it. For me, this wallet and other MagSafe accessories are now killer features of the iPhone, and it will make it even harder to change to another phone. If you guys want to see Vadim's Apple's Master Plan video or my review of my favorite charging stand, they are right over there, and go ahead and click that circle above to help us reach our goal of 600,000 subscribers before our 2-year mark. This has been Max, and I will see you in the next video.